Hi
What's
everyone.
up, YouTube? Take 2. First take was not very well at all. It was bad. Yeah. I took a giant hit from her pipe and I puked my guts up.
Not in here, thankfully.
Not in here. Not in here. Fuck, dude. It was bad. So, today's lesson. We're talking about images we see in TV that have to do with the supernatural and
how
whatnot.
accurate they are.
And in this case, we're actually talking about supernatural. Like, I never gave a fuck about the show, ever.
I like the show because they actually do get quite a few things right.
I had to push past the surface.
And because I have this thing for sassy banter, I'm like a third generation smartass. I can appreciate some sassy banter. So, it's like one of my favorite shows, and I got him watching it. But they actually did get quite a few things right. Like most of the rituals, other than like protection or something else like that, they've obviously altered. You're not going to be able to summon a crossroads demon or anything else like that off of the show. But the salt and a couple of the markings and stuff. I believe the demon trap, but I'd have to look more into that.
Yeah, that one came from the Key of Solomon.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they got that glyph right. You know,
I'm not sure exactly. That's exactly my point. I'm not sure, so I'd have to go and look.
Somebody on that show definitely knows their shit, man. It's too similar.
Yeah, it's like, and see, here's the thing. Like, you see that sort of thing happen in a lot of different shows, especially cult TV shows, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Charmed. You see these symbols in there, and you see these spells and these various techniques and other things. And they actually get them right. Like the format for the spells that they do in Charmed. They get the format right. Their spell might not actually work, but like the general format is correct. I think it started because of the craft. They actually had witches that were consultants on that movie. And then that sort of thing just continued so that they wouldn't end up looking stupid.
I could buy that. That makes sense. Like,
but there are just there are a few too many things that are accurate on there. Just a little bit. I love seeing it though.
That movie, The Craft.
Oh yeah.
That shit was pretty interesting because behind the scenes, you know, the director's crew were talking about it and shit. Some scenes like when they're fucking with that.
The ritual on the beach?
Yes.
Yes, the rituals on the beach.
Wind would knock over the candles and shit.
Or the wave would come up above where it was supposed to and knock it over, like, yeah.
There's definitely something to play there.
The thing is that that's one of the reasons why most people would never do a ritual on the beach. Because it's too volatile an environment. You need something that's going to be stable and steady.
You know what I found funny about that? Who the fuck goes to the beach to curse a nigga or, talk to a dead guy?
No.
Who the fuck does that, man?
They weren't doing that. They were calling the Four Corners.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now that makes more sense.
Yeah, they were calling the Four Corners. So it does make sense to go to a beach if that is the closest source of water for a large amount of water. But still, you don't want to be too close to the shoreline. I mean, they mostly did it in the space they did it in order to get a good shot. Because otherwise, a knowledgeable witch who wasn't trying to get a good shot on camera would have avoided those instances, realizing that as soon as the power starts picking up, that other things are going to happen as well. It's one of the reasons I can't barbecue angry. Last time I did, the fire in the barbecue pit turned into a tornado.
I actually remember that shit.
You remember that shit? You were like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm going inside.
Fire spat up and shit. Shit was actually cool, man.
It was. But all of the cool stuff, all of the really cool stuff that I do is always unintentional. That's the problem. If I could do it intentionally, I'd be in the circus. Are you kidding me? I'd be sitting there, come and see my magic. I'd be making money off that shit.
Hey, what are you doing the carny?
Yeah, carny. I would totally be a carny. Are you kidding me? Total props to the carnies, dude. Do you know my father-in-law used to work in a carnival?
Clowns after the show's over. Play poker with the midgets. Hell yeah. Drink with the blind knife throwers. That shit would be fun. That'd be goddamn. That's a good time right there, dude. It is.
Oh. Try to drunkenly convince the tightrope walkers to teach you how to do it.
I thought they have a lot of
the people on trapeze. Come on, throw me. No.
You know it can't be that far from the truth. I'm sure they're getting fucked up after a good night.
I don't doubt it. They're probably sore. That's just the thing. But I'd totally be a carny. Are you kidding me? If I could join a carnival as like a card reader, I'd totally join a carnival as a card reader. Except I have a husband and kids, so I can't do that.
Yeah. That could be part of the act, like get Robert to tame lions or some shit. Like, make the kids look like convincing midgets and they do their midget thing, you know. It could work.
No, my husband taming lions I could possibly see,
by the
but
way,
my children
no hate
passing.
on midgets. By the way, I just don't know.
My children passing as little people
anymore.
I just don't see. They don't have the vocabulary, dude.
Yeah.
Do you remember how many cuss words I'd probably have to teach them in order for them to pull that off?
Oh, no, they'll learn anyway, working at a carnival. Like, yeah, you don't have to have a hand in that. Just have them around for more than 3 days. I'm sure, like, Jack will pick up smoking cigars, Rain will be able to stitch knives down her throat and shit.
Dude, if they haven't picked that up from me already, then they have no business going to a carnival. Although I've never learned how to swallow knives. I've always thought that'd be kind of cool, though.
There is a way to do it, but that shit's fucking scary, dude.
No, you're supposed to start with a bent coat hanger.
What the fuck? That's right along the lines.
No, you're supposed to start with a bent coat hanger because that way, like, you bend it out of shape so it's somewhat like a sword. So that way, if for some reason you choke or have to bend forward or you cough or anything, the coat hanger will actually bend and it won't cause any damage. That's how you're supposed to train yourself, and then once you no longer have a gag reflex response, then you start with the knives. I've researched this.
Kind of cool. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna fucking do it, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
That, and you gotta make sure to clean off those swords and everything with like Listerine and shit afterwards, because like the tip of the sword is like in your gastric juices, man.
I really go that far.
It goes down into your actual stomach, yes.
It's kind of metal.
It is.
Shit. Oh, dude, I'm gonna put that in one of my movies.
There are people who can swallow things the size of
He takes out the sword and he like cuts a motherfucker open with his gut.
Dude, there are people who can stick fish hooks through their sinuses. There are people who've trained themselves to swallow things the size of pool balls. There are people who can spit fire without burning their face off. You know, I mean, human beings can do some weird shit. If you think about it, there's no legitimate reason for anyone to be doing these things. But they do them anyway, and it is so impressive, because why? Why and what and all of those questions just hitting you all at once just boggle your mind. Your brain goo goes all mushy. I would love to be a part of that. Are you kidding? Ever end up with some sort of strange deformity? You bet you I'm joining a freak show. I'm going to show that shit off on a daily basis. Are you kidding me?
Dude, you ever get to see season 4 of American Horror Story? The freak show?
Mm-mm.
It's all about carnage, dude. You see, there's this one fucked up scene. This chick, she tries to leave home to, go fuck one of the carnies. Dad don't like it. It's 1930s, some shit like that. So, Dad hires this guy to knock her out. He split her tongue and then tattooed her entire face. Like, she became the Wizard Woman after that. I mean, they got revenge later, but holy fuck, dude. You gotta watch season 4, like, it was actually good. I mean, the story was kind of shit, but just the fucked up shit they put
But see, that's the problem. Like, I got hooked on American Horror Story. Like, I was really impressed by season 3. Because, yet again, they got a lot of things accurate. So, but then, like, the rest of it afterwards, I got lost. I was just like, this is mindless gore. What's the point? And now you've seen Supernatural, and they are always and consistently funny and entertaining, so you see the difference.
Remember season 1? Well, that nigga walked up to his stepdad's fucking job, set his ass on fire, did a lot of blowing, shot up the school. God damn it, that was the most glorious moment I've ever seen in television, dude. Like, that's the ultimate white kid dream, you know what I mean? That's shit. I fucking love
I
it.
told you, if you love horror stories, you are gonna love Supernatural.
Oh, Christ. And speaking of Supernatural, man, some of the beings they have in there. Alright, so, the werewolves, particularly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not the werewolves, the shapeshifters.
Shapeshifters.
They said they're at war, carrying from werewolves. And is there any basis in that, or are they just making shit up for the show?
That they're just making shit up for the show. They're like cousins to each other. The thing is, okay, so werewolves, way back when they actually transformed and stuff, they were created as a way, mages were trying to find a way to shift forms. And they got stuck halfway in between. It became a curse. That sort of thing happens when you miscalculate magic. That's why I say you gotta be very careful about that sort of thing.
How about that?
Yeah.
But now you said they used to transform, so
yeah,
they
well,
still exist.
You'll still see people who are descended from those people who will show signs of like lycanthropy, where like they like to bite. Or they always like all of their meat undercooked, or, I mean, things like that. It's just little minor things.
We're not talking about those kids that are into the other cancer, like where they'll wear the, the tail, they'll actually get their teeth.
No.
Okay, I was about to say,
No, we're talking about actual, like, instinctual personality traits. Like, this is just what they like. They grew up liking, more raw meat. They grew up being more aggressive and pack-like. The siblings have a tendency to choose an alpha, and then, try as you might, if you try and get one of the younger ones to go against the older ones, you're never going to be able to get them to do it. It's that pack mentality.
Personality traits now, that's all it runs down to.
Yeah, it runs down to personality traits that are just passed from parent to child through socialization. But the preferences for more raw meat and craving for things like that, wanting to be out in the wilderness, other things like that, those are the more instinctual presentations of it. The socialization part, the one where like one sibling is definitely the alpha of the group and controls all of the other siblings, that is socialization. That's entirely having to do with the way that the family has been constructed since the time of the person who attempted to shapeshift.
True.
Yeah, but that was like a long time ago. And the thing is, like, a lot of the things that would be necessary in order to pull something like that off are now extinct. So, like, the plants, a lot of them, gone. They no longer exist.
It makes you wonder, man. What if a nigga turned into a tree, but then when he turned into a tree, he became inanimate, like the fucking tree. Like, he became a goddamn tree, and he just couldn't switch back.
Well, see, that's why you're not supposed to ever try and transform yourself. You're not supposed to ever try and transform yourself when it comes to mythological creatures. You're not ever supposed to try and transform yourself when it comes to inanimate objects or animals. Because your mind would have to take on that literal state of being in order to actually mimic that in the physical form. And in doing so, you would probably kill yourself. But if you didn't, then you would irrevocably turn into that being and not be able to turn back, because you would be that being, and that being would not have a connection to the ether. You would be, in a sense, cutting yourself off. It's one of the reasons why self-transformation is generally forbidden. That got deep, dude.
I did. It's kind of dark, bro. I like it, though.
Oh, jeez. I feel like I was just quoting my first teacher, because I think I asked the same question at one point. I was like, can I turn into a raven and fly away? And she's like, no, don't ever try.
I know that shit.
I'm like, at least she gave me a reason other than you can't do it,
Right.
Right?
No, you can be whatever you want to be. You be a fucking bird if you Spread your wings and fly away, little bastard. Go for it. Don't let nobody stop you.
I'm sorry. Okay, gender may be fluid, but species is not. Just saying.
No, dude, people have been taking that shit far. You know that shit? I met this one motherfucker online. This nigga really thinks he's a cheetah. I'm serious. Like, he thinks he's he's got tattoos.
This person has some sort of dissociative disorder.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think if kids stopped masturbating to hentai and they learned how to emotionally connect to another human being, I think that shit would stop overnight, man. All that cancer would just go away like it should.
They're never gonna do it.
I mean, maybe.
Hentai's been around since like the beginning of goddamn time. Are you kidding me?
Maybe the other best answer is let them go ahead when they mutilate their genitals. They'll be able
Dude,
to
if you go back to the very beginning of Japan, you can find they have some records of various naughty pictures that have been drawn throughout time. Tentacle porn was a thing back in the ancient times. They would show pictures of of octopus suction cupped onto a woman's vagina.
Dude, that shit goes deep, man. Like, hentai's been around for that.
You gotta wonder the type of things I've explored in order to know those things.
Holy fuck. That's goddamn funny, man.
It's messed up. Although, my daddy did tell me one time that the way that they draw the mountains, you know how they look all like swoopy and stuff? He thought that that was just the artistic license, but he actually went to Japan and he saw them and they actually fucking look like that.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, because of the mist and the way that it plays with the light and stuff off the mountains and the way that the mountains were formed. They're different shapes than the mountains we'd see here at the Rockies or whatever.
That's actually kind of baller, dude.
I'm just like, that's cool. I want to see that.
Hell yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Shit. I'd also like to go to Japan, man, because you know, over here white guys fantasize about Japanese chicks. Over there in Japan, Japanese chicks fantasize about white guys. It's a trade-off and a plane ticket, my friend.
I can pretty much guarantee that if I went over there, there would not be very many of them that would not be attracted to me. I mean, of course, obviously, there are men and women both who would prefer people that they're used to being around and seeing. So they wouldn't necessarily go for the more exotic look that I would present. But if I showed up, not only am I tiny and adorable, but I'm exotic.
I get it.
It's also, and I mean, they love the Southern accent in foreign countries. My mother-in-law proved it. She went to England once. My mother-in-law went to England once, and everybody was staring at them as they were talking to each other, just because of their accent. Just sort of like, what? At one point, she went up north. She was somewhere in like Minnesota or something like that. She walked out. She's like, "Bye, y'all." And then, like, as the door is shutting, she hears from the inside. They're saying, "She said y'all." I'm like, "Is that really a thing?" It's just apparently it is.
Shit, people out here still patronize my ass. Like they will. Like I was getting off a bus in Fort Collins. You know, I just got done hanging out in Chelsea and shit. So I talked to this guy, asked him for a lighter. I said, "Appreciate you." He says, "Oh, you in the South?" Like, he was grinning ear to ear. I'm like, yeah, why? I wasn't even trying to pull off the camera. He says, "Boy, he said appreciate you. It's cute." And that kind of scared the shit out of me, like, because he had his girl with him and she was smiling at me too.
That's the thing.
I know where this is going.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
They do consider it to be kind of cute. It's like adorable sort of
It's weird hearing that from a 30-something-year-old man.
Right?
You know?
Well, see, for me, it's not weird at all because I've been called cute my entire life. I've been called cute, adorable. I've been called too good-looking for my own good. But the thing is, whenever I'm around someone who's not from the South, I notice that as soon as I start talking, they just hone in on me. And they're just like, I am focused directly on you right now, and I can see your soul. And I'm like, you are paying way too much attention to what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything important right now.
It's funny as hell. Shit.
Like,
shit, everywhere I go, everybody thinks I'm fucking homeless or I'm tweaking. I mean, I've been both.
everywhere I go, everyone thinks that I'm some sort of beauty queen. They think that I'm one of those pageant women.
I could see that.
My mom actually put me in a pageant when I was little. Got second place.
That explains a lot. Explains a lot.
But anyhow, friends, hope you had fun, but we're 20 minutes in now.
Yeah, we don't want to do an hour-long video like we did last time.
You guys stay out of church. Life's a garden. Dig it. Like and subscribe. All that good stuff. I definitely need views. And check out the videos I've been putting out for Master X Master, the closed beta. Yeah, I've gotten some views on it, but god damn it, I need support. Anyway.
Make sure to look up my videos at Alyssa Ravenwood on YouTube. I've got up 50, 60 something informational videos.
I'll put a link in the description. I think you said that actually.
Yeah. And I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Indeed. This shit is over.
Later.
See you guys later.